YouTube, what's good, y'all? It's your boy Ayoy, the best that ever did it, a true winner, 6 p.m. And I just want to start everything off with let's look at how bad Justin Steele is, 0-3. Let's look at what he's done in his games. Absolutely nothing good. He's pretty much, let's see how many games he's played in total. He's played 9 games, and he's won one start. He's 1-8, so that's the monkey to pick on for today. Let's dive right into it. Let's hop right into high gear. Y'all already know I'm giving a $25 giveaway for y'all top three picks to sweep the board. Comment your top three picks with your cash app right now. Comment your top three picks with your cash app. And if you go 3-0 and I go 3-0 with my best three picks of the day, then I will cash out one of you guys $25. But without further ado, let's hop into today's first game for Tuesday. St. Louis, Miami, Lance Lynn, Roddery Munoz. And we got the tickets as low as $2 because we know it's two scrubs on the mound. Lance Lynn is terrible. He's been pitching better, serviceable this year. He's much more serviceable this year than he was when he was with the White Sox. And I know how bad he was with the White Sox, being from Chicago. So I know Lance Lynn like the back of my hand. This dude is not good at all. He's gonna at least give up 1 to 4 runs on average. So anything between 1 through 4 is his average. You know what I'm talking about? He's guaranteed to give you at least one or two on a good day. That's a great outing for him, giving up 2 runs. And I know Roderick Munoz is terrible as well. He's been doing nothing but losing games. I think he's won about 1 or 2 starts in the last 6 games. This dude is really not good at all. His ERA is very high. He's not pitching deep in the ball games. Plus, there was a 12 inning game yesterday on Monday. So I know the bullpens are tired for both clubs. My first pick of the day is going to be the over. This shit should be at 9.5. I'm not a fan of Lance Lynn. I know he's been pitching into decent outings, but I think he gets lit up this game. I think the bullpens are tired, and I think both squads end up going over this total. Give me the over, and if I had to pick a side, I would side with St. Louis, but that's a very small lean to St. Louis money line. Give me the over. Next game, Cincinnati, Pittsburgh. Nick Lodolo, Bailey Falter. And Nick Lodolo's been pitching pretty good this year. He's been winning the games for these Cincinnati Reds. I like what I see from him when he goes out there. When I see Bailey falter, that boy is really not good at all. He's gonna falter. It's in his last name. We've been saying that all year, and I'm going against him again. Give me the Cincinnati Reds. I know the Reds put up 1 run yesterday. But I think they come out feisty today because the ump got into a heated argument with the dugout with the Cincy, ejected. They hit. You know what I'm talking about? De La Cruz is gonna be fired up. They're gonna be fired up for this game on the Cincinnati Reds side, looking for bounce back against a Bailey Falter type pitcher. Give me the Cincinnati Reds in the first 5 innings. I think they have the true first 5 innings advantage. Give me Cincinnati first 5 innings money line. Next up, San Diego, Michael King versus Aaron Nola and the Philadelphia Phillies. Give me my boys, the Phillies, but I'm really looking at the over. This should be a easy over as well. When we seen Aaron Nola I think he did pitch against these San Diego Padres earlier in the year. I think it was like a 9-3 score, 9-3. So, and it was really about 8 or 7-1, and then the Padres hit a 2 run homer in like the ninth inning to make it 9-3. But it was, if they didn't hit that homer, it would have been like 7-1, 8-1, and I think we still see a Aaron Nola get patched up a little bit. The San Diego lineup is pretty good. They have the number one um, on the number one batting average in the league right now is San Diego. So you know they're gonna get on base. You know they're gonna put up runs against Aaron Nola. Aaron Nola has been one of the least like best. No, I can't say that, but Aaron Nola is gonna give up some runs. Long story short, give me the damn over, and I'm taking Philadelphia on the money line. And if Christopher Sanchez can look good against them Padres, so can Aaron Nola. But I do think he gives up his fair share. Give me the over. Michael King's gonna give up his fair share for sure. And they've been losing Michael King's games. Not all of them, but they've been losing them. Next up, we got Seattle, Cleveland, and this Bryce Miller versus Tristan McKenzie, and I like the over again in this one. Bryce Miller have already played these guys, and it was 5-1. And when Tristan McKenzie played these guys, it was 5-4. So I like the over already because I know Cleveland's may be missing Jose Ramirez paternity leave, but if he comes back, I like it even more. Um, Bryce Miller, he's not gonna stop anybody from scoring. He'll give up at least 2 to 4 runs a game. Tristan McKenzie the same way. He got his ass patched up about pretty much the whole time he was in there when he faced it Seattle last game. And I think this is a follow suit type of game. Give me the over, but it's not the least. This is not my favorite game on the board. Give me the over though. And if I had to pick a side, I would side with Seattle. Give me get Seattle, but I'm really not in love with it. I honestly might be comfortable with taking Cleveland. Actually, I gotta see the lineup before I make a money line decision on that game. Next up, we got Arizona, Washington, Slade Zacconi versus Jake Irvin. Then I got Washington on the money line because Slade Zacconi is super ass, man. Super ass. And Washington is the slight favorite. Slade Zacconi is just terrible. Look at his last couple games. If you guys don't believe me, Jake Irvin is not somebody to write home about either, but Slade Zacconi, when he's been starting, official wins and loss records is 1-5, but he's lost way more than five. Um, this dude is giving up runs big time. In his last 5 games, 3 out of the last 5 games, he's given up 6 or more runs. Blowout losses for them boys when he's been starting. Game before that, 5 base hits, 6 earned runs against Dago. Seattle patched him up, and he's never been pitching good at all this season. Like he pitched one good game against the Mets, and they still, um, let the Mets put up 5 runs when he gave you 5 base hits and one run ball. Still a 10-5 game. Give me the fucking over again. This is like a over type of Tuesday. But I mean, you just have to go with the over in certain pitching matchups and certain spots. And this is a spot where I'm looking to go over again because I know Slade Zacconi, what's his name? Yeah, I know he's ass, but Jake Irvin is nothing to write home about either. He's gonna give up his fair share of runs. He's 5-5 officially on the year. But look at what he's given up. He's given 2 runs or less in his last 5 starts. Pretty much more serviceable than what we've seen from Sacconi. So give me the Washington Nationals on the money line as the strongest play. But I like the over as well in that one. Next up, we got Albert Suarez in Baltimore versus New York. New York's at home. New York's one of the best teams in the league. We all know that. But Baltimore is also up there in the top 8 teams that's in the league. Actually, probably the top 6, top 5 best teams in the league right now. Be more. So this is a matchup that I'm looking forward to tomorrow. Let's look at, and the Yankees are on the money line as the favorites. Nestor Cortez is not someone I'm looking to back big time. Albert Suarez is pretty alright. He did his thing last game. Let's look at what he did. He's been doing his thing all his starts, really, but I know he lost. Did he lose one? I think that boy. Yeah, he lost a couple. But last game against the Braves, I was very impressed. He did his thing, and against the damn Tampa Bay Rays. did his thing again. I gotta go with these boys and be more. I'm not getting there with nasty Cortez because he just looked awful in his last game. And I know they were on the road, I believe. But when you do this as a pitcher, look what Nasty Nestor did. They're losing more of his starts than winning. He's 3-5 officially, but I know he's lost more than five. Last game against KC, 6 base hits, 2 earned runs, 7 base hits, 4 earned runs against the Dodgers, both losses. And I'm looking for him like he's gonna probably pitch a good 5 to 6 innings, but he's gonna give up at least 3 to 4, 2 to 4 runs. And it's gonna be a bad night for these boys. If Baltimore get on board and get over 3, 4 runs, they usually win. Um, Give me the under. This doesn't seem to be a low scoring game, more defensive. I like the under, but I would not count on the under. I wouldn't count on it. Give me the Baltimore Orioles on the money line, plus money right there. Take advantage of it. Next up, Boston, Toronto, Tanner Houck, Chris Bassett. And we know what to expect from these two teams at this point in the season. Boston is the favorite for a reason on the road. Toronto is miserable, inconsistent, and especially when Chris Bassett's pitching, he's not somebody I'm looking to back. Give me the Boston Red Sox. I see them winning the game of the second game of the series. We took them yesterday. We swept the board yesterday. 6 out of 6, right? You know what I'm talking about? So I know Boston is going to win this game as well. Give me Boston on the money line. Detroit, Atlanta, Casey Smiles versus Spencer Schwellenbach. And Casey Mize is ass, man. I took Atlanta yesterday with Max Fried on the board, but Schwellenbach came into last game, and this is what he did. He came out and disappointed against the damn Baltimore. Came out and disappointed majorly against Washington Nationals at home, where he's at today. So imagine when you just saw him, Spencer Schwellenbach facing the Nationals. You guys all thought, oh yeah, the Nationals about to lose this game. Atlanta's at home. No, it was a 7-2 Atlanta loss. And I'm looking to, I might take a shot with Detroit, man, but it's very hard because Casey Mize is not a great pitcher to back. As well, he's 1-4 officially, but he's lost way more than 4 games. But against the same Washington team, he did pitch better than Schwellenbach. Same Boston Red Sox team, he pitched a little bit better, and his team provided more runs against the same Boston team that Schwellenbach has faced. So I will take a shot with the Detroit Tigers. Give me the Detroit Tigers to win game 2. They kept it very close game 1. And I like them to upset Schwellenbach again. And it's missing Acuna lineup. Next up, we got my boy Aaron Savale. That boy be getting me so much money, boy. Fading that boy. But give me because Pablo Lopez, we be fading him too, and I love taking the over when Pablo Lopez is pitching because he's gonna give up runs. Last game we seen him 17-9. Game before that 8-5. Game before that 6-1, 6-2, and 12-3. He's giving up major runs. You know what I'm talking about? So I gotta take the over in this one as well. The Twins versus Aaron Savali. This Aaron Savali gonna give up at least 3 on a minimum. He gonna give up at least 3, and this is you gotta also look like okay, we got 2 bad pitchers basically, 2 pitchers who gonna give up runs. But do we have 2 lineups that's gonna take advantage of these pitchers with 5 ERAs and losing records? Yes, the Rays can put up runs. The Rays can put up runs against a bad pitcher. They have a decent lineup. They're not the greatest lineup. They're not. No, they're not. But they definitely can put up some runs. You know what I'm talking about? The lowest total we've seen for this dude's last 5 games is 4. But other than that, 7, 9, 11, and 7. I think we're getting at least over 8 runs in this game. Perfect number for it. Put the over 8 on this one. Take the over in the Twins. Rays, the strongest play for that one. Next up, we have Louis Severino and Michael Lorenzen, and I'm taking the Mets again. I'm not fucking with Texas at all. We faded them yesterday, and we had the over. Both of them hit. Give me the damn New York Mets. I'm not in love with Severino. That's not a pitcher I'd look to back. But against Texas Rangers and this terrible bullpen and this losing streak they're on and the winning streak that New York is on, give me New York. But watch that over. It might come out to bite again. Give me the. But really, I think after a big blowout game like that, sometimes I like to check the under out. So just be treading lightly with the total on that game. I'd rather just take the money line with New York. Next up, San Fran, Chicago, Logan Webb, Justin Steele. And you know what we doing in this one. Chicago should not be favored at all. Logan Webb is damn good. This is the best play of the board. Give me San Fran on the first 5 innings, money line, and I'm smashing that. I'm finna nuke that motherfucker. Because this is a damn bad call right here. Chicago should not be at a pick 'em. Should not even be close to being favored in this one. Give me the San Fran and the under. I think we get a lower scoring game just due to the fact that Logan Webb's out there. But I know the fucking San Fran might put up at least 5 or 7 runs on Justin Steele. At least on a good day, 4. Justin Steele giving up 4 on a great day. He had a good outing if he gave up 4. You know what I'm talking about? So give me the damn Giants on the first 5 innings money line. That's a very, 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 very confident play. That's a 5-star play. Houston, Chicago, Framber Valdez, Jonathan Cannon, and Houston is the big favorite in this one for good reason. Framber Valdez is the better pitcher than Jonathan Cannon, but Framber Valdez will give up some runs too. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, so be careful. Just thinking, oh yeah, Chicago finna lose this game just because they going up against the Houston Astros. Like, yeah, it sound good. You know what I'm talking about? It sound good, but Framber Valdez can choke at times, man, and I would be treading lightly. This is a stay away game for me. I would advise y'all to stay away from it, but if you had to load it up, I would, Houston should win. Houston should win. They are the better team. They're not the worst team in the league like Chicago, but Jonathan Cannon, last game. Let's look at his last game. He came out there, did decent. 7 innings, one earned run, 4 base hits. Game before that, 3 innings, 3 base hits, no earned runs. Game before that, and that was a Chicago White Sox win against Boston, who has a way better lineup than Chicago does. You know what I'm talking about? And against Tampa Bay, they still snuck a win. After he gave up 4. I think Jonathan Cannon and them boys got a little bit of argument to do. They won't just. I don't think it's gonna be just a cakewalk. Give me the damn Chicago White Sox to cover 2.5 runs. I'm gonna take a shot at the White Sox. I think Framber Valdez can get his ass caught up in a sleepy spot. That's how he usually wins. That's how he usually loses. When he going against teams that he thinks he's gonna have an easy cakewalk, he usually goes out there and disappoints you, like the Los Angeles Angels lost. He thought everybody had the Angels the Mariners. What the fuck am I talking about? Everybody had the damn Astros that day, and you see what the damn Angels came out to do. Upset. Seattle, got them. San Francisco, got them. I just think Framber Valdez is not someone I would be just like, oh yeah, that's a for sure win against the White Sox. No, Framber Valdez is hittable, and Chicago has been a little bit feisty in Jonathan Cannon starts. Give me the White Sox plus the 2.5. Next up, we got 3 games left. Walker Buehler, Colorado, and give me the over. As soon as you see Walker Buehler, take that over. And they at Rockies home, Coors Field. Austin Gomber's gonna give up at least 5, 6. I think if he has a good game, he's gonna give up 3. Then they're gonna pull him out 5, 6 innings, and then that bullpen for Rockies gonna get lit up after that. And Walker Buehler is not somebody who's getting getting out there with damn near no hitters or one, just a lot of run ball. No, Walker Bueller gives up runs. Give me the damn over again in this one, and I like the Dodgers to win. Next up, Milwaukee, LA, Tobias Myers, Jose Soriano. And I'm fucking with Jose Soriano in this one, man. You're a ground ball specialist. Tobias Myers is all right. He's like, all right. He's pretty decent. Probably when you could catch him in the home spot, but on the road, I can't really. I mean, I know Milwaukee's the up and down better team, better lineup, better bullpen. I know. But you see what happened on Monday. Very good game from the LA. I think they got a little bark in them, just like the White Sox. Give me LA Angels on the money line. Last game on the board, we got Hogan Harris, Alec Marsh, KC versus Oakland. Oakland's at home, and KC is the favorite, like they should be. The over set at 8.5. Last game of the night. What we're gonna do? We're gonna fucking fade Hogan Harris like we've always been doing this season. Give me the fucking Kansas City Royals, but I do think Alec Marsh gives up at least 2 runs. Maybe not 4 or 5, but he gonna give it 2 to 3, maybe even more because Alec Marsh is touchable. But I think they pitch good enough, keeps Alec Marsh in the game. Give me the give me the under. I think this is gonna be a low scoring game. Give me the under, but I gotta take the Royals on the money line as the strongest play. Let's give me my top 3 picks of the day to win this parlay. My best bet of the day is the San Francisco Giants on the money line in the first 5 innings. Give me them boys first 5 innings. Money line. Next up, we got Nick Lodolo in the Cincinnati Reds on the money line in the first 5 innings. And then next up, we do have Arizona, Washington on the over in the first 5 innings or the full game. Couple honorable mentions I would like to add in there. If you want to make this a 5 leg, if you want to add some underdog juice, take Boston on the money line. Boston Red Sox, and take them fucking Orioles. Take the Orioles and Boston Red Sox. Add some value and kick that ass on that 5 leg. It's your boy Joy. Till the next day. Let's get it busting tomorrow, y'all.